I just wanna rewind. I haven't seen you in a long time. You got me feeling so long.
Welcome to Incredibly Live. Yeah. I'm your host, Joey. Joined once again, as always, like every week for the past year, Uchi. Shit, wrong way.
What's up?
Crystal, if you don't mind, because I know Crystal's here right now, can you let us know if Uchi is quiet? That would be wonderful.
We're always messing with my audio. So
Yeah.
trying to get the sweet spot, but
Yeah.
you know.
We've been messing with our audio for the last
Life
10 years of, of all this shit.
It's so annoying, dude. Like I can't.
Right. Because you're kind of loud to me. And then I know in OBS I used to have to bump you and Dennis down because for whatever reason it was just mad loud. So
Yeah.
yes, very much so quiet. All right, I'm bumping you back up to baseline and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, because I mean, really what it is, it's however I'm coming through on your end since you're, pulling in my ish. So yeah.
She said needs to go up a good couple notches. All right, let's see. Can I turn you up on
couple notches? Couple notches.
I don't know. I can't really do much in Video Ninja, but I believe I can turn you up. Can I go past 100%? I can. What about 110? Can you say a fun line real quick?
Testing 1, 2. Fun line. Fun rhyme is a fun time. I wish I had a lime.
Oh, all right. I think that's better. It looks better.
I also like turned up my end a little bit too.
All right, cool.
Just to hopefully help. What doesn't help is the fact that I'm nasally.
This you got the suds.
I fucking hate this shit, dude.
Well, what another exciting week for Marvel fans, but also for fans of Incredibly. Shout out to all of our new subscribers here on YouTube, but also in the TikTok sphere. We've been blowing up thanks to you, Uch. Thank you. Oh,
nah. Listen. All right. This is some real shit. Before we get started,
yeah,
this is a you and I thing. Obviously, at this point, it has been for quite some time. But the flowers goes to you because you're the one that's putting everything together and all that shit, putting the edits out and putting my face out there because I'm the fucking stupid one that says a bunch of dumb shit and
I wouldn't call you stupid. I would say we're exhausted by the time we film this. So I think your brain's running at max 30% capacity, but it's okay.
It's a team effort, which is what matters the most. So I'm happy with how this is turning out. So
me too. Crystal said flowers to you both. Thank you, Crystal. It's fun time. We're having hell fun, dude. I don't care. I don't care what people say about you not watching Ghost Rider. This is fun.
Listen, hey, that's engagement for us.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead. I can't wait for them to find out the next thing I haven't seen. See how they react to. Right. I haven't seen Punisher. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen that one either, so that's okay.
Yeah. But we're prepping though. Like, it's not like I've avoided them. Like, I want to see them all. I have a list. I have a list.
Yes. Ghost Rider is now at the top. I think you need to bump Ghost Rider to the top of the list.
All the Marvel Johns right here. Other Marvel Johns is what I call it. So we out here.
It's a good list. Good list to have. At least you're not, backlogged for DC for the next millennia either.
Yeah, that's a funny conversation I was having with Crystal earlier about that. I was like, it's so funny. We went to the comic book store the other day, and we usually look at like everything, right? But how fast we go past DC and go straight to Marvel and stay in the Marvel section,
right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a shame because I know there's so much good stuff coming from DC, but Marvel's just been so hot for so long.
Yeah,
it's tough to want to go and dive into it,
Yeah, exactly.
Or even I know Image Comics has been putting out a bunch of bangers lately too. And who does Radiant Black? Is that Image?
That's Image.
Yeah, so it's just sorry, DC got no reason to, especially with shout out Power Rangers, the current run ending, maybe possibly starting Zeo, maybe possibly starting whatever else.
What a smart person you are, Joey.
Thank you.
It's great. It's great to hear that from you.
Yeah.
So.
Hey man, it makes sense. It's too good not to do, right?
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
So yeah. I just want to see some Power Rangers in space because Power Rangers in Space may be my favorite theme song outside of the original.
That's a banger. That's a certified banger. Certified from Power Rangers Academia ourselves. We certified that as S tier banger for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then SPD Emergency. That should live.
So the ones that you're naming, funny enough, they do get love in the comics.
Good.
Like Space has some one shots. Andros gets involved. Like his sister gets involved. Like there's a lot of Space implementation, even though it's been Mighty Morphin the last 8 years.
Yeah.
So.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I think as much as I grew up on Mighty Morphin, I think those came out 95 anyway. So I was like a kid. Yeah,
I was 93. 93.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was born 95, so Mighty Morphin would have been wrapping up by the time that I was really getting into it. So it makes sense that Zeo, and then In Space, and all those other ones were kind of going in. But that's not what we're here to talk about today, as much as we want to talk about Power
Nice
Rangers.
little warm up though.
Yeah. But I did want to, before we get into X-Men, because that's what we're here to talk about. I want to get your thoughts on, because I'm going to ask you every week until it's over, but Spider-Man 2, how was it? Oh, he's walking away. He's grabbing that poster.
They gave out posters, bro.
Yes.
They gave out posters. It was a nice little surprise. I grabbed a second one.
Hell yeah.
So
that's good. There was a guy I saw on Facebook Marketplace with a fat stack from the first movie, and he was selling them for $5 a pop, and he had to have like 100 posters. I was like, oh, fuck you, guy.
Actually, that's insane, because the first movie, they didn't even give posters out.
I bet that guy's the one that stole them, because he was in Jersey somewhere. Yeah, right. But so how was it? It was everything you remember it being?
So, all right, you know how, like, I hate doing this. You know how when, I think it was either last week or the week before, we were talking Spider-Man, and I was like, listen, Joey, I might have to reevaluate my stance on who I think had the better movies, this and that. I was saying Andrews. And to preface, for those that might be listening to us for the first time, I am not an Andrew hater. I'm actually an Andrew lover. I've been an Andrew lover. I love all of them. That's my thing. I am not about why not just why one, why not all of them, you know? So yeah, that's me. But with this movie, Spider-Man 2, bro, seeing it in theaters, I haven't seen it in a long time. And I was reminded that, okay, yep, this movie's got like.
Yeah.
And to see it, and dude, these theaters are packed. Like,
good.
Like,
well, it helps that it's like $5 a ticket, but also like,
yeah,
it's been 20 years since that movie's been in theaters.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like it's really interesting, to say the least.
Is it a bunch of like 20, 30 somethings in there, or do you see like a lot of kids too?
You know, that's a good question, because I didn't really notice any kids, now that you ask me that. So now that you ask me that, I'm actually it's been a lot of like people in our age group.
That makes sense.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, it's actually fire, because I wanna, at some point, not right now, but like at some point, I want to look at all of the revenue they've been making with these like one time only releases.
Yeah.
These re-releases. And I think that Marvel should look at that and go to Sony and be like, do you see how much people care about Spider-Man?
Alone.
Right. Alone. Like, we're paying money to go see this shit in theaters.
Yeah. And it's one day out of the week.
One day out of the week, at one time only.
Imagine if that shit ran all week.
Yeah, but
I'd be there every day.
It's like it's like a weird urgency kind of thing, and because it's like a special event, and it's like the 100th anniversary of Columbia Pictures and all that. They're smart to be like, oh yeah, let's just re-release Spider-Man. I don't even know if they were anticipating this thing to be such a
There's
hit.
no way. Yeah. I don't know, because like it's a shame, because the closest theater to me that has it is literally an hour away, and there's like, I can't justify 7 p.m. on a Monday night going an hour away to go see so it's like tough. But if it were for you, I think that the theater's like 20 minutes away, whatever.
So the AMC that we have to go to is like half an hour,
right? So that's not too bad. But if it was anywhere closer to me, I'd be there. So I'm super jealous, but I'm super happy that you're getting to relive it.
I mean, listen, I'll put it to you like this: check your local theaters, though. You might be surprised,
like outside of AMC.
Yeah, because it's like AMC and participating theaters. So like the theater that I live by is actually Sinopolis, and I thought we were gonna get that. But then I noticed in the app that it was actually another location that was like in California.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like, just check your local theater, whatever you got, and see if they're showing it. And if they are, boom.
Yeah, I will. because I need to get back. Because Sarah and I started watching the films again a couple years ago, and we only got through 2, and then we just never made it to 3. So if I could find it for next Monday, so we could go see 3 in theaters, that'd be sick. But I can imagine that the Doc Ock scene where they go to operate on him on the table, and the fucking limbs start going and killing everybody.
Yeah.
God. Crystal, you're lucky.
Yeah,
You're
you
both
see.
lucky.
So look, so she's saying that it grossed over 680K.
Wow.
I'm telling you right. All right, so I googled Spider-Man re-release box office. Google gave me the second installment of the Spider-Man movie swung into action once again, capturing the hearts of moviegoers and raking in an impressive 805,000
Wow.
467 theaters across the U.S. The film
That's
was given a warm
crazy.
reception by fans who helped the film achieve an average box office collection of approximately 1,700. There's probably more than that, but yeah. It almost made $1 million
That's crazy.
in one day.
Off of $5 tickets.
At one time.
Yeah. Nuts. Well, maybe Marvel will see this and be like, maybe we should do this with all of our movies. Could you imagine if they did like start at the beginning of the year, every week MCU in order in the theaters, boom, 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 boom. They'd go nuts.
They do that already. Like I remember when like it was I think it was for Endgame. Like the lead up to Endgame, they had like this special like 24-hour cycle.
Oh, that's sick.
And I knew people that did it, and I was like, bro, that's actually crazy. Like when I say you paid your ticket, it was like a special fixed price,
and
you sat in the theater, God willing, for all those hours. Like it was almost like a Twitch marathon.
Yeah.
And people, they would get up during like movies that weren't their favorites to go use the bathroom, to
Black
like
Widow.
walk around or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking movies even back then to like sit through in one sitting.
I remember when Harry Potter, the last Harry Potter movie came out, and they did something similar to that. I know people were like going ballistic for that shit. So I can only imagine Marvel doing it now, the hype that would be nuts.
Yeah. It would depend.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's get to X-Men.
Yeah, we're done with Spider-Man for now. For now, until season 2 of X-Men '97, when fucking Spider-Man shows up. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Let's go.
More on that in like 5 minutes. Well, if you're already here and you haven't already, please go like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're 7 subscribers away from 100 subscribers. Last week, I told Uch, I was like, the plan is 100 by your birthday at the latest, which is middle of June. But I wanted to hit it by my birthday, which is like 2 weeks. We're about to hit this shit today, please. Hopefully, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
So please go like the video and share with your friends. If they have YouTube, everybody has YouTube. Okay, so topics for today. Obviously, Spider-Man 2 and Power Rangers, but outside of that, X-Men '97 episode 7 titled Bright Eyes, which there's a lot of fucking characters in X-Men with some bright eyes, I found out in this episode. We're going to be talking about that a little bit. Yeah. And then we have some little games we're going to be playing. Different games, change it up so that way people don't get sick of us acting like we don't know anything about Marvel. We'll see. So today on X-Men, the X-Men finally make their way to Genosha to help deal with the aftermath of the attacks by the Kaiju Sentinel Master Mold. While there, Emma Frost is found as one of the sole survivors of the attack because she developed a new mutation, which is she's now basically diamond encrusted, which is really, really cool. What you got?
That part was super dope because I actually wasn't. I thought she always had that, but they made her like unlock it.
Yes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because she had it in Days of Future Past, the movie.
Yes,
or she had it in
First Class.
First Class, yeah. So so while that's happening, Roberto and Jubilee go to Roberto's mother's house for him to come out as a mutant, where she basically is like, wonderful, honey, don't tell anybody, which really sucks, but it also kind of goes with the theme of everything that's going on. Meanwhile, all that's happening, Rogue is off on her own mission to find Gyrick, basically. And in doing so, discovers or shows us one Thunderbolt Ross. Shout out Thunderbolt Ross. And then from there, we then are introduced to or reintroduced to Captain America for the first time in X-Men 97 history. Very cool.
Bro,
Right?
that part was,
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw. I
Yes.
was like, it was low-key embarrassing because I was in the middle of blowing my nose because allergies, right?
Yeah.
And like corner of my eye, I'm like,
He's here.
Yeah. It was pretty hype, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. After going down and discovering the organization known as OZT, Rogue yeets Captain America's shield into oblivion. I also forgot to mention that the episode started off with Gambit's funeral, which is incredibly sad, and we saw a bunch of his Cajun friends. His brother, I believe, was there as well as his ex-fiance, ex-wife, something like that. So very cool to see all them back.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, very nice. Then Rogue then goes after Gyrick, which she then she then, in an attempt to get information out of him, goes to touch him and is then potentially overpowered by either a Bastion or a Mr. Sinister psychic attack. It's like the will is kind of overpowering her in the moment. She is then awoken by Nightcrawler and the team to then take off to find one Mr. Bolivar Trask, who ends up being a Prime Sentinel, in which a fight ensues and Cable returns to save the day. That we then learn that is not Mr. Sinister who has been behind all these malicious attacks, but it is indeed one Mr. Bastion himself, who we've seen a few times in previous episodes and little Easter eggs here and there. And he was actually at the ball in Genosha. There's like a scene that pans and he walks right in front of the camera right before it starts. I know. So I'll have to show you that. It was absolutely insane.
That would actually be a crazy TikTok. Be like, he was there the whole time. Boom.
He was there the whole time.
Easy 100K.
Right?
Let's get it. Let's fucking make that shit.
And then we see Bastion actually has captured Magneto after we all knew he didn't die.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Which
so
hopefully...
we were good on that prediction.
Yeah, and so I hope that the Morlocks didn't die as well, but something's telling me that Magneto is just the only one that was strong enough to survive, which is sad, but rest in peace, some of the Morlocks. Most of the Morlocks, rest in peace. So, with that being said, yeah, Leech. Sorry,
the only
Leech.
one I remember by name.
Yeah, that was the only one that I remember, and he was also right there with Magneto. So who knows? Maybe Leech is around still. That'd be nice.
Nah, he's dead.
So with all that being said, what a fucking episode!
What
a great episode. How are you feeling about it? How are you feeling about this? Seeing Cap, seeing everything that just happened.
Okay, so I loved seeing Captain America. The thing that his appearance does for me is mixed, because
I agree.
The first thing that I thought was, okay, they didn't even acknowledge that he was trapped.
Yes.
Previously, right? So that, you could even argue, is this show's first like continuity, like,
or they'll get to it, but yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Like it's almost like a continuity plot hole, what have you, right? But remains to be seen. They may acknowledge it again. That's if we even see him again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we'll see him again. He's gonna be seen again.
So it leads to my next thought, was that his involvement right here in this episode gave me the impression that he is making a cameo appearance and that's it. Like, he's not fighting. He's not going to be a part of whatever will ultimately happen. However, I would love to be wrong on that, because I am on the camp of hyping up my man Steve Rogers making an appearance and getting involved with the X-Men.
He could do this all day, so hopefully he does. Right?
He's coming on your left. You better watch out. You know what I'm saying? Or you get lapped. It's simple. But he also mentioned that he was going to have to get back to his team. I peeped.
Yes, he did.
They're not going to get that by on me. No.
What team is that? What team is he talking about?
I would like to just go straight to it being Avengers.
Yes, me too. I would
love that.
like for that. Yeah.
I would absolutely love that. Yo, imagine if his team is a team of Avengers that comprises of the other heroes that had animated series. Because the opening logo animation shouts all those shows out. They give them love. That would be crazy, dude. It would be insane.
And
So
I
I'll be
believe
all for it.
me too, because I believe we've seen a few Avengers in the X-Men animated series. I know Thor's in there. Cap, Spider-Man, I guess technically is an Avenger, can be at some point, was at some point.
Yeah.
Iron Man had a show. Iron Man could be there. I'm sure Black Widow is just a stone's throw away from getting adapted into this thing finally, right? So there's definitely, and Hulk. Hulk was name dropped by
Yes.
one Thunderbolt Ross in this
Yes.
episode. So I think getting the in to mention our own terminology, the Tridge of some Hulk, Spider-Man, Wolverine in X-Men 97 would be insane. That'd be an insane pull. Maybe to start season 2 with, maybe to start season 3 with, who knows? But yeah, so I was I will say this, I was a little underwhelmed by him being in this, but then I remembered that the shield scene that we got in the trailer or the teaser or whatever was not shown in this episode. That was a different scene. So if that's his shield landing wherever the hell Rogue threw it, or him popping up in the future, who knows? But I have the feeling this is not the last we've seen of Cap. Only due to the fact that we're now learning the U.S. government, because of Bastion, is behind a lot of stuff. So I think Steve's going to kind of have like a, oh shit, these guys are not who I thought they were. Let me go, let me go get, Tony and the rest of the guys to help these boys out.
See, that scene where the shield is thrown into the snow, I'm pretty sure that was the same clip that was in that war trailer.
It looked different to me. I haven't gone back and looked at it, but I thought it was different. Oh, it may be because it was cropped differently.
Probably, yeah, whatever. But like when I saw that shield land, first of all, I was surprised because I didn't think we were gonna see him this soon.
Yeah, me neither.
Like that trailer just came out like last week.
Yes.
So that was fire. I was like, holy, like, dude, the pacing on this shit. Like, there's so many 10s out of 10s that this show gets.
Yeah.
But like, this shit does not mess around. Like, we have stakes. There are things going on. There's balls being rolled, gears turning. Like, they don't waste no time. And I loved it. And the other thing with this very special scene is they also tease Avengers vs. X-Men.
Yes.
Like, the fact that he holds the shield in front of Rogue. Rogue puts her hand on it. And it's like a little bit of a power struggle. Like, oh, what side are you on? And then he's like, I'm afraid I gotta go by the book. And then Rogue's like, well, sugar, that's the wrong fucking answer. You know what I'm saying? That's how literally, like, and when I saw that, I was like, ooh, that's a nice little seed.
Yes.
That can be planted and grown at another time, But the fact that it's there, and the other thing that I love is that it's another callback, at least for me, to something more recent, Uncanny Avengers that started last year over the summer in the comics. Okay. Bro, Uncanny Avengers comprises of Cap and Rogue.
Wow. There you go.
There's so much, but yeah, there's other things we should probably talk about.
There's levels to this shit.
There's a lot of levels to it, absolutely.
Yeah, so this episode is absolutely nutty. So let me see what else we got. Well, what else you got? What else popped you in this episode? Oh, we could talk about the Marvel moves that Rogue was busting out when she was fighting all the robots.
She did her dive kick.
Her dive kick
she has in Marvel 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to be politically correct.
Right.
But bro,
animated perfectly. It was beautiful. The most beautiful dive kick I think I've ever seen from an animated character ever.
Dude, Let me just say, obviously, when I record my reactions, it's like literally like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I am so tired, beat,
Right.
and I have allergies on top of that. So you can see it all if you guys missed it. I'm like bloodshot red eyes, congested as all hell.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, and my first thought was like, oh my gosh, he did a rider kick. I completely on the first watch through missed out on that. And it wasn't until I saw a post on Twitter, someone mentioned it, and they had the side-by-side comparison. I was like, I play her in the game. I play her, and I didn't even call that out. Dude, the attention to detail this show has.
Oh, it's perfect.
Is
perfect.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I say this every week because it is important. It is imperative. This show is the blueprint to how you make a successful series. Not even just an adaptation, a successful series.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
If there's source material from anything, you reference it and people will appreciate that because it's just like fine tuning. It's like a lot of tender love and care. Like this is what happens when you get people that actually love what they're doing, that are invested, involved, they grew up with it, whatever. This is what we get.
Hashtag bring back Bo, unless it was really, really bad what he did.
Yeah, man. Like if he's just posting freaking like shirtless pictures of himself, who cares?
Let him post his nudies. I don't care.
Seriously, like my man is jacked.
Yes.
All right. He has every right to show off the guns if he wants. Yeah. Okay.
Do you follow him on Twitter?
I don't think so, actually.
He's been posting a lot about the show as it's been airing. And he said not last week, 2 weeks ago, that the table is just now being set. And then he said today that the table is set for the final conclusion to the 3-parter for the end of the show.
Makes sense.
He hasn't been like dropping hints, but he's kind of been hyping everybody up because he's like, this is when shit really goes down.
I'm surprised. So, he's kind of taken this one on the chin really well because it's like, it's crazy to have directed such a perfect animated series. Not even animated, just like a perfect series.
A show, yeah.
Right? And then to be fired for reasons we don't even know. And the way he's going about it is he's taken his own reins. And it's like, well, my name is still on it.
Yeah.
I still did it. So I'm going to talk about it because I worked on it. So like, even if they fired him, this man could literally be a guest at a convention, have a table, have a panel. And I'm sure people are going to want to get his fucking autograph, picture. I'd be one of those people because this dude is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
So I appreciate Bo.
Yeah, me too. I acknowledge.
Yes.
So also in this episode, we see Cable again. Finally acknowledges Daddy and kind of reject Jean. Another thing that Bo, to tie into this, another thing that Bo mentioned today on Twitter was that Madelyne is dead. He confirmed. He confirmed.
Yeah, I made that assumption while I was watching it as well. I was like, damn, is she dead?
So the fact that Cable has come back and is kind of like, get out of my head, you're not her, is so heartbreaking because people are wondering, like, did Jean and Madelyne kind of mind meld back together now that Madelyne has passed? Because she was able to still access those memories, especially in that scene. So, how did you feel about the scene? Because that was pretty wild to have Cable come back and kind of stop the Bolivar Trask Prime Sentinel.
Yeah, dude.
I wasn't expecting Cable at all. I was like, how the fuck are they going to get out of this situation?
Yeah, like for me, it was like kind of the opposite. Like they were in a sticky situation. I'm like, man, they're gonna need something, and boom,
right.
Like I saw that little detonator thing that they threw, looked like a grenade, and I was like, oh, that gotta be Cable, and it was. I was like, yes, it made perfect sense. Cable is like one of my favorite X-Men characters of all time, I think. And the funny thing is, it's like I honestly and truthfully don't even know that much about him. Like, I could tell you all about Wolverine, I
Mhm.
could tell you about Rogue, but Cable, like, from my knowledge and knowing of him throughout all these years, to me, he has a very complicated story, but yet it's very simple and easy to follow and understand. At least for me, like,
Yeah.
this guy is he's a mutant born from two very, I would say, popular characters, which one of them we thought was somebody and ends
Right.
up being someone else, gets a virus and then gets sent to the future to survive, and he's the one that ends up becoming this like difference maker in their survival in the current time in 1997.
Right.
That to me is so sick.
Yeah.
Like, he is the Terminator.
Literally.
Yeah.
So speaking of Terminators, the Prime Sentinels
Oh,
basically are Terminators from the future, sent to the past from the future
yeah.
by Bastion. And so a lot of people are speculating that, and this may be in the comics, don't know,
Yeah.
that the human technovirus that Cable got was the first attempt at making these Prime Sentinels, and that potentially there are others who are Prime Sentinels potentially in the X-Men that are affected. So this
Oh,
is gonna be
shit.
some like secret scroll, super scroll shit,
Ah, God.
but with Prime Sentinels. Like, what if, Cyclops just ends up being a Prime Sentinel or something like that? You never know at this point because we didn't know when Madelyne and Jean got swapped, right? Could have happened whenever the fuck. So
Yeah, I think the difference with how they're adapting it for this show, um, is the fact that Sinister is the one who basically gave Nathan that
yeah,
infection, which is not how it's supposed to originally go in the comics. How it goes in the comics is how you explained it. But for us in this series, it was Sinister that did it. And then
got
they,
it.
they kind of went from there. But that's actually a really cool thing to note though, because,
Yeah,
it's like it's like a wild card factor now. It's
right.
like, cuz like what if,
Yeah,
you
because
know?
we don't know how long Trask was a Prime Sentinel, right? He could have been a Prime Sentinel for fucking who knows how long now, right? Because Bastion's been pulling the strings, which is a huge revelation. We didn't know. I mean, some people might have known. We didn't know until today, right? So how long has Bastion been pulling the strings, and who else is under his like? What if Cap? Probably not. But
Oh,
how crazy
stop
would
with
that
the
shit be,
Hail
right?
Hydra?
And
Nah.
imagine if that's the reason he's back, right? Is because
Oh
potentially
shit.
he is a Prime Sentinel to be used against the X-Men. Who knows, right?
Wow, that's
So
big brain right there.
big
That
brain,
is.
small head. Well, I got a big head too, but you never know, right? So it's so much could happen. I know the next episodes are gonna be fucking insane.
Yeah.
I've watched a few deep dive videos today, basically saying that the events that transpire from the next 3 episodes, if they're assuming what's going to happen in these episodes is what's going to happen is what has happened in the comics, is that it basically leads to like Scott leaving the X-Men, forming a new team, and then X-Men versus Avengers happens, and that's like what is set up in season 2. So I'm wondering, because I want to get your theories now, with what is happening now, how do you see the rest of the season going? And then what do you think is going to happen season 2?
So I think they're slowly but surely they're gathering all of the original teams back together, because we didn't
Mm,
even see Storm this episode, and she just got
gotcha.
her powers back.
Oh, that's true. Because we haven't seen Charles or Storm.
As my next thing I was gonna say
Yeah.
was that Charles is already on his way.
Right.
Bastion is aware. He's been keeping an eye
Yeah,
on.
he knows now. He's got that interstellar cable on the
Bro,
hookup.
Bastion is broken, right?
Literally. Yeah.
I have a very newfound appreciation for him as a character, because as a honest and truthful fan, I will always admit to things that I do not know,
hmm
right? And I never heard of Bastion basically up until one of the Den of Nerds videos. He put out a video discussing what the next few episodes, like this whole finale situation, how that can look with some I don't even know the dude's name. He was saying a lot of shit that, to be honest, aside from X-Men, he was just one of those dudes that has opinions on opinions, and I was like, I don't want to hear you talk anymore type shit, right? But then when he finally got around to saying like who he thinks is behind all this shit, not gonna lie, Joey, he got it to the T.
Damn.
To the T. He's like, it's Bastion and this is why. And he referenced the OZT with the I already forgot what it stood for, but it's like the something with
zero,
tolerance.
It's like zero tolerance. Something zero tolerance, yeah.
Yeah.
Operation Zero Tolerance.
Operation Zero Tolerance, right? So there's a whole storyline about that, and it deals with Bastion, and he talks about Bastion's origin and his and I'm pretty positive we're gonna see it, but I'm praying that at least with the next episode, or at some point through the next 3 weeks, we get to see that origin of Bastion. Because let me tell you something.
That would be crazy.
Like I said, I have an appreciation for this guy, a newfound appreciation, because it goes to show you the depths of characters, villains, whatever, that this series has to offer.
Yeah.
Because we all have our fan favorites, which, you know, everything kind of lines up, you know, your Magneto, right? And then like anyone like Apocalypse and Sinister, we've had all that, you know. We had Master Mold, right? But then
a few
it's like,
times.
yeah. And so the thing is like, are we really gonna lap? No, there's more characters they haven't even gotten a chance to use yet, and Bastion is one of those guys. And that's and it's crazy. And I don't and again, when I was listening to them talk about it, I was like, bro, I've never heard of this Bastion guy in my life. And when I was hearing them talk about it, I was like, this dude sounds OD. And then when he shows up, and then during my reaction, while the credits were rolling, I Googled him and I read that little wiki, just like like a part of his origin. I was like, what?
Wild.
The way he even exists at this point doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't make a lick of sense.
But it's so cool though.
Yeah.
Like it's like a very fresh, to me, that for someone that hasn't read or seen it yet.
Right.
It's so fresh that it gives so much more life and longevity to this overall experience. And I love that, because to answer your question, how I see this playing out is like they will come together possibly to take him down, is what I'd imagine. But what really is going to happen is it's going to set up like the like basically like the war lines again between like the mutants that are trying to basically show themselves to humanity that, hey, we're not all bad, versus Magneto's side.
Right.
Because that intro, it always ends with Team Professor X, the X-Men, up against Magneto's team of the Brotherhood, right? And so I feel like we might get that, especially if Charles is on his way back, and, you know, like, Magneto has literally gone through all the motions of having this character development where he took up his best friend's will. He led the X-Men. They were his. He was playing nice. He changed. He did things that not anyone was expecting he would actually go through with doing. He took the high road. He didn't kill. He saved lives. He went and did everything by the book to his own degree. And even after all that, they still managed to fuck it all up.
Yep.
And so now it's just like, he said it earlier. He said, don't make me let you down. He's about to let them down now. It's too late.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He literally went through another Holocaust, bro. Like,
Yes.
you can't write this shit any better. Like,
Yeah, it's so good.
This is why X-Men. This is why I never have to look at DC. I'm sorry.
Right.
I have to throw shade.
Not to derail too much to DC, but apparently there was a new movie that came out, a new Batman movie. Apparently it's some ass at the same. It's like just ass. It's animated, obviously. It's just not good. Yeah, some of the writing is just not good. So
wow, that's surprising.
At the same time as X-Men 97 coming out, which is like absolutely peak. So which is sad because the Batman's just normally like really fucking good.
Dude, DC is the only I say this. The only thing they ever have going is their animated shit that they are constantly putting out.
Batman mainly.
That's
right.
Fucked.
Yeah. Hopefully Maz stays at the top of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am in absolute agreement with everything that you have been saying. Another thing that I was thinking about is that Cyclops is absolutely going to turn on Charles when Charles gets back, is what I'm thinking. I think it's going to be you were alive for a year and you left us and abandoned us, and
like
Gambit died and all of this happened because you can hear, I mean, he says basically, I think Magneto was right. Like, this is exactly what Magneto said would happen when he was talking to the president on the phone, or the phone, basically. So it'll be, I think it's going to be Mutant Civil War. Maybe not in this episode, but definitely in season 2. There, yo.
Our first Ghost Rider
There you
comment
go.
in the chat.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost Rider coming to 97. Hey man, maybe season 2. Bring him in. No, it would be too strong.
So out of place at this point.
Unless Galactus comes. Yeah. Anyway. So
you thought you were gonna slip that in there? Oh, Galactus, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. So another theory that I watched so many videos today. Another theory was that Gambit is going to come back as a herald of Galactus, one of the 4 men of the apocalypse, or something like one of the 4
herald of apocalypse. You mean?
Herald, yeah. So
shit.
Yeah, so that was one of the theories. I'll have to find it because it was the guy was just spitting comic knowledge. I was like, yeah, sure, I guess, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think it was Comics Explained. I think was the channel.
Yeah, people that have that background in comic books, they have a very high advantage. It's like how when an anime comes out of a manga that was like already there first, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And like as manga readers of whatever series, it's like you know what's gonna happen. So, but with this, it's like amplified because like there's so many stories to go off of and to pick and choose from. But yeah, like more power to people like that. I wish I had that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
we're 30 years too late on this one.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a shame for us because like we want to be more in the know, but it's just like, you know, I find the people that are the most advantageous in this situation are those that have either kept up with all of the things as they've been coming out, or they've just managed to find the time to go back and like read through all of the stories and stuff. Which is so cool. Like, I don't even bring that up to be like as a slight. I fucking wish I could do that.
Right. Literally.
Like, there's so many cool stories and characters I just want to dive into.
Is there a what the hell they call the Infinity Comics for X-Men?
Oh, I haven't looked. Well, I know that if it's anything recent, I'm sure they do.
Gotcha.
Because I know one of the current lines that's coming out is Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
So they might. I'm not
you said,
sure.
I think you said Venom had one. One of the Venomverse
like
ones had
Spider,
one.
like they the Infinity comic style, for those that don't know, is essentially just like your run-of-the-mill comic book digital version, but instead of like turning a page, you're swiping up continuously as if it was like one. Yeah, like if you're familiar with manhwa, which is like Korean comics, they it's almost like it's one flowing page that you just keep going, and it's really cool. The thing is, even though like, and I actually find myself using that setting now, even for
Mm.
comics that don't have that like
Yeah.
built in,
Right.
just
Right.
because it like, I don't know, it like it's,
It almost makes it
you're so
easier.
used to doing this anyway
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that it's just,
I do like using the spotlight feature sometimes, where it kind of like highlights the panels
I
and goes panel to
used
panel.
to,
Yeah.
but I didn't like it.
I do it on my phone just because it makes it easier to read. So I'm not just like,
True. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but even doing it like with the sliding motion or swiping motion, that
Mhm.
actually, for some reason, it actually helps the page fit better than
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
not, which is very, very weird.
Makes sense.
I wanted to read what Crystal said.
Yes, she was spitting.
Yeah, she made some cool things that she said. I originally had thought that the next couple episodes were going to be comprised, excuse me, with some crazy battles, but then towards the end, Cable is goes back in the past and is able to save everybody. So from that day, Genosha and then Gambit will come back. So
Interesting.
we'll see. You know what? So I guess this is a good question off of that then for you, Joey, is like, how do you feel if they were to actually bring Gambit back?
I don't know. I feel like
Like, do you think it's a good idea to do that? Is, I guess, a better question.
no, but also like it's comics, so like everybody comes back, like
Exactly,
nobody's
yeah.
ever dead. So to have stakes be set like that would be crazy. Like I would love that if he were to stay dead. Um Love it as in because it gives stakes, right? Like there's actual stakes. And like this is my just a quick tangent. This is my issue with a lot of shows today, like Stranger Things, for example. Nobody's fucking like the last person that died was like Bob, or I guess it was Billy. It's like nobody or Eddie, but like nobody from the main cast dies. It's always like a side
They
character, right?
got
And so
plot
there's like,
armor.
yeah, they
Or
got plot armor, so that nobody dies.
yeah,
Everybody's fine. But then when you have like a main character die, it adds so much gravity to the situation. Like think of like when, spoilers for Naruto, when Neji died, right? Like how that was insane. Like it was like, oh my god, you never expected it, right? And it was before the Great Ninja War, and so it was just like, you really felt it and you get to live with it. So to have such an impactful scene with Gambit, then get kind of swept away would like suck, in my opinion. Like I would hate that. But if you were to come back in a position where it's like, um, I'm back, but my purpose is no longer here on Earth. Like I'm gone. Like it's like he's ascended to another, like becoming a Herald of Galactus or going to do something else that doesn't involve the X-Men, where it's like it's Gambit but it's not Gambit, kind of like like Phoenix taking over Jean Grey. Like it's Jean but it's not Jean, it's the Phoenix. And like a
right.
situation like that, I'd be okay with it. I don't know enough about the comics to know if that ever happens to him, but I know that Gambit eventually becomes something more than just a boy from Louisiana, from the Bayou, right? So
Yeah, so of course comics, right?
yeah.
They have, like, there's, especially with characters that are very popular, they usually get some sort of limelight.
Yes.
There's some sort of attention put onto them. And Gambit, from what I've heard, gets some crazy shit happening in his stories, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
I mean, he's a fucking awesome character. Like he just
Right.
the personality, power set, everything about him, his backstory especially is just wonderful. So I think I love that. Another quick side tangent. I love that so much about like comics versus manga, is like a spin-off in manga is very rare. Um,
Uh-huh.
Especially for like a singular character, where in comics you can just be like, here's the X-Men, now everybody gets their own stories and you can go off and do whatever. So
It is, yeah, like, so I know that's a great point, because I've noticed a lot of popular series, they will have some spin-off series as well.
Boruto.
Like, well, no. See, that's not a spin-off. That's
It's
its
a whole
own
new
shit.
genre. Yeah.
That's a whole new story, right? I'm talking about like My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about My Hero Academia like team up smash or whatever it's called,
Right.
right? Like like Attack on Titan also had a lot of
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah.
They had like fun shit like Attack on Titan Junior, but then they had like the more serious ones where it was
Yes.
like Levi's backstory. They had Before the Fall, which was like events that happened before the
Mhm.
beginning of where the story takes place. There's a bunch. And that you'd love to see in manga because again, it doesn't really happen. But
Right.
in comic books, it's like you have a team of such colorful characters that come from all walks of life. They do so many cool, extravagant things. And then as fans, we're watching them in real time doing what they're doing. And we're like falling more in love with them as time goes on. And what's really dope is that some characters get a little bit more love than others from fans, not from
Right.
like the writers and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And because of that, that's how they end up getting their own shit, their own lines, and you know it's like a
Yeah.
rinse repeat kind of cycle, and it's
Mhm.
great.
Yeah. I love seeing those polls that come out from Japan or from like Shonen
Oh,
Jump where
like
it's like
character polls.
the character polls. Oh, they're so much fun to look at. Especially for like One Piece, it's really funny to see who's the most popular week by week because they'll like Oda has like a section at the end of each chapter where he'll like talk about it a little bit, so it's really fun. Or I
Yeah.
guess each volume he has it. Crystal said, I was going back and forth, I was going back and forth because I didn't think Gambit would die, especially this soon. But then again, I have such an emotional and monumental moment Gambit had in that episode. It would be kind of,
Take
then
that
they
away
come,
from having him come
yeah,
back.
yep. It would suck to take that away because of what it has done to Rogue, like to have Magneto die and to have Gambit die all within a span of a minute, right? Take that away, and it just like it's kind of like why people don't want Tony to come back because it takes away all that gravity of that situation if they can just throw him back in, right? Especially if it's 616 Tony to come back, it'd be
Well,
kind of like the
yeah.
same thing.
If it's like so I'm like in a weird stance when it comes to this, like Gambit in particular.
Yeah.
Just because like the way the show is, right? It moves very fast. Like the
Yes, it
pacing,
does.
like I said, they don't waste time, right? They go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing.
Hmm.
And it doesn't but the funny thing is it doesn't feel like they're rushing though. That's a
Right.
very distinctive difference between
Yeah.
like they're rushing versus it's paced very fast and very well though. You know.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the belief that like Gambit was so popular. Nah, I don't think anybody was expecting him to go that soon
Of
or
all
at
the
all.
people, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not.
So if they were to bring him back in order to preserve the sacrifice he made, I think the only right way to really do that is to do what you had mentioned, where he becomes a herald of apocalypse, but at some point later down the line. Like I'm not even
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah,
see
yeah,
that
yeah,
this
yeah.
season. Like there needs to be time that passes on that like season 1 is finished. Now
Yes.
now we're forced as fans to all wait for what comes next in season
Yes.
2, whenever that is. Because when you have that big of a moment take place to then basically have a, I got all 7 Dragon Balls moment and you
Right.
wish for it all back, it's like it does take away a lot, but this is also why I feel like there just needs to be time in between if
Yeah.
they were to revisit bringing him back at some point. Because like you also said, it's comics. Characters die all the time.
Yeah.
They come
Nobody's
back all
truly
the
dead.
time.
Yeah.
Especially it's like you're weighted by your popularity. They tried to kill Wolverine. Did it work? Clearly
No.
fucking not. They had a whole line said "Death of Wolverine." They made it so abundantly
Well,
clear. Like
they
okay,
tried to kill the whole X-Men off at one point. They were like, all right, we're done with the X-Men.
and that's like yeah, I remember those days. I remember when I heard about how they're gonna try to get rid of the X-Men and replace them with the fucking Inhumans. I was
Blackagar
like,
Boltagon.
what? Okay. Yeah. See how well that went over.
Right. Lead
So,
balloon.
some things are just too popular sometimes
Yes.
that you have to just let it rock. You know,
Mhm.
you could try to like change things, do things differently, take a different approach, but it's just like you gotta try to kill a fan favorite. Like, dude, they killed Tony, right? But think about when that shit happened, 2019, right? Endgame. He's been dead in the MCU for literally like 5 years at this point.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It's a long
Now
ass
he's
time.
putting out feelers saying, I would love to come back.
Right.
You think they're not going to have him come back? Even if it's a fucking adjacent universe or whatever?
Right.
Like, for that, I feel like they're probably going to have to go that route. I don't think they're going to resurrect him. That
Right.
would be very different.
I liked how they did it in Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange and Christine, where it was like when he went to the universe with Charles and all of them, and Christine was there.
Ah, yes.
And they had like that heartfelt conversation where she's like, I'm not your Christine. Like, I'm not, this isn't me. So
Exactly.
I would, if that's how one Tony came back somehow, and like everybody was like, oh my God, Tony's here. And he's like, I'm not your Tony, blah, blah, blah. Then I like that. Same with how if Gambit could come back in that kind of way, some kind of multiversal thing. But I also like the idea of them being able to go back in time and try to stop everything that happened with Genosha and try to figure that out. But I think that's more of like a what if scenario rather than main continuity, because I think how it's going right now is too perfect to go back and change it and like say, oh, that didn't matter, right?
I don't even know if I would want them to do that, like, to be honest. Like, because I want Cable to be involved, but like, if all it really takes is for him to just find the sequence that works and it just undoes everything, that's also just like, okay.
Yeah, it's like it feels like a cop out.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's lazy writing. So
that's what
not
it
going to
is.
happen. Bo's been treating us too good.
Yeah.
Shout out Bo.
They better not Megalobox this shit. Oh, my
Oh
God.
my God. Don't even put it out there. For those that don't know, Megalobox was Ryan and my our favorite anime for until the last episode. It was so good.
That is a whole video that I could do.
The shit was so good. They were cooking with like the most insane gas.
Don't even talk about it.
And then, oh nope. Oh shit, I got it. It stopped. Anyway, that was the wrong. Oh, there we go. That's the button I was looking for. So, anyway, Xmen 97 episode 7, fucking amazing. I'm so excited for these next 3 weeks. Are gonna fly by, but they're gonna be some of the best television we've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you that without a shadow of a doubt. I know it's like 11:34 now. I have a game. I have games to play if you want to play, unless we got to call it.
you can do how long do you
It
think?
won't. It probably won't take that long.
Yeah,
So
we
the
could-
game
around or
is it's not as involved as the other ones, because those normally end up taking like half hour anyway. So
Yeah.
today I figured we would do
Yes, we will watch Ghost Rider this weekend. Yes.
all of us, that's homework. That was what I was going to end with. So thank you, Crystal, for the homework assignment.
Yeah.
Today's game is with inspiration from another channel. I can't remember the other channel's name. Guess the strongest X-Men as ranked by ranker.com. So this is the top 10 strongest X-Men as ranked by ranker.com. I have the list. I have 2 lists. So we're gonna do the top 10 strongest first, and then I have top 10 best. So this is let me verify this is the right one. So this is X-Men, not mutant.
Okay.
Right. X-Men as ranked by ranker.com. So give me one, and then I'll let you know if it's on the list. And then so don't just be like whoever. And then
Okay.
go.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll go,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jean Grey.
Jean Grey is number 1 on the top on the list. So good guess. Off to a strong start. There you go. Yeah. Flex them psionic muscles.
Psionic. Cyclops.
Cyclops is on the list at number 10.
He's on the bottom. Wow.
He's in the bottom of the list.
He's a fucking leader. Holy
I
shit.
know.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
you know what? He may bump up after X-Men 97 is over. We'll see.
Yeah.
this is
I would hope so for him.
right.
Jeez.
This is a living list. So, all right, you got 1 and 10.
Okay. Wolverine.
Wolverine is on the list at number 5. You got the caps and then right in the middle. Look at that. Okay.
That's yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Rogue is number 2 on the
That's
list.
my girl right there, son. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
She's insanely strong, as we've seen in this latest episode of 97.
Okay, so wait. I'll do you one right now. Storm is 3.
Storm is not 3, but Storm is number 4.
4. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Not 3 is 4. Okay.
Yeah. Storm is number 4.
Okay, how about Professor X?
Professor X is number 3.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Doing pretty good so far. You're filling it in.
I'm filling it in. So I need
6 through 9.
6 through 9. I need 3 more.
Yeah. 4.
Okay. Oh, right. So villains don't count, do they?
There are no villains on this list. That's
Okay, I didn't think so.
yeah. So
Okay.
this is X-Men, like the team X-Men.
Team, right.
Yeah. But
Wow,
it
and Cyclops is
encapsulates all the X-Men.
Okay. How about? I already said Storm. See, because I'm thinking of characters I like, but I don't know if they would be considered like top 10 strongest. You know what I'm saying? How about Morph?
Morph is not on this list.
Yeah, see, it's like that's crazy.
However, we didn't talk about Morph. He fucking turned into Quicksilver and got the speedster powers. Insane.
Dude.
Probably, I would say after this episode, strongest mutant period. If you're able to just fucking do that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So Morph is 0. We'll put Morph at 0.
Yeah,
for
he's honorable mention at
Yeah.
0. Clearly. The fuck? Shit. Yeah, he had me fooled. He got me this week. I was like,
I know.
Fuck, that was him again.
He got a lot of people. So
I got hype.
Yeah.
All right.
6 through 9.
All right. I feel like this person I'm gonna name is probably not on the list, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Beast.
Beast is not on the list.
See, I knew it. I
think people don't think Beast is very strong. I think that's what it is. I think he's more known for his intellect more than he is for physical prowess. Because I even remember when episode 1 of 97 dropped, and people were like, "There's no way Beast is strong enough to knock a Sentinel over," like because he's just like, "Whoop," and he just just dropped him, right? So people were pretty pissed. But shit may change. We'll see.
All right. How about Gambit?
Gambit is also not on the list.
See, and that's why I've been taking so long on these because those characters I know, even though I love them, are not like and they're not gonna be on there. Which is I'm surprised Gambit's not on there though. He's pretty OD.
Gambit is number 11.
That makes okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So Jubilee definitely not on there.
Jubilee's not on the list.
There's no way she's on there.
Yeah.
So okay, no, that wouldn't make sense.
Also, Beast is at 14.
14.
So he's up there, but not top 10.
How about Colossus?
Colossus is on the list at number 6. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler's also on the list at number 9. Look at you. All right.
Go.
You're filling it in once again. You got 7 and 8. Who you got?
Ooh. Who haven't I named yet? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
There's like 1,000 X-Men you haven't named.
Yeah, true. Okay. I don't know if this counts. I don't think it does, but I'm gonna
Okay.
throw my man Bishop in there.
Bishop is not on
See,
the list.
I knew it.
He wasn't in. He's not in the top 15 either.
So if he's not on there, then Cable's not on there.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so Cable.
Cable is number 8 on the list. So you got one more very strong X-Men left.
And this is for number what? 7?
This is number 7. Yeah.
Number 7. Huh.
I'll give you one hint if you want a hint. But
sure.
This X-Men, we have not seen this X-Men in 97.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Not even as like a Morph cameo?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Haven't seen this guy or girl, and it's not Angel, is it?
It is not Angel. Angel,
yeah.
Angel is I think am I wrong? Angel's number 15 on the list.
And it's not Kitty Pryde either. Uh-oh, wait. I think I'm losing you. Wait, say that again? You were like...
I'm lagging.
Yeah, I think you're fine now.
I noticed. I was scrolling and it fucking... it is not Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde is not on the list.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Huh. We haven't seen them yet, and they're an X.
Yes.
No, she's not an X-Men. She's on the Brotherhood. Huh. Okay. Have we seen this character in a previous movie?
Yes. I believe so.
Have we... Is this character a male?
Yes.
Okay.
There's fucking 20 questions now.
I'm trying to narrow it down. Is this character Havoc?
It is not Havoc.
Okay, it's not Havoc. So Havoc ruled out.
Havoc is number 12.
Havoc, I wanted to entertain Crystal because she's out here. So she was like, Magneto. I'm like, there's no fucking villains. He's not no villains. Damn. Who haven't we seen? And they've been in a movie. Okay. Was this character? Well, wait, Iceman.
Iceman is number 7 on the list. Yes.
Let's go.
I'm surprised Iceman is not higher, but Iceman is strong as shit. So, congratulations. You got the list. You want to do one more list? Because these lists are fun as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Let's do another one.
Yeah. All right, bet. Actually, I got... No, we got to do X-Men because X-Men's hot as shit right now.
Ice Beam.
Giggle X asked, I don't know this, but did you watch Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? If so, how do you feel about it? That shit was fucking awesome. To quote the trailer, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Yeah.
Oh my god. It was the song choice, everything that was shown in the trailer. I don't believe we saw anything past like first half of the movie in the trailer. I'm really hoping. Because I think this is really setting up. So getting to see fucking the giant disembodied head of Ant-Man being used as the base for Cassandra Nova, fucking insane. Just absolutely insane. And then seeing the lineup of past X-Men villains in front of her base was really cool too. So
bro,
like Azazel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
or Lady Deathstrike?
Deathstrike, that's
Lady Deathstrike. Yeah. So lots to be seen. I not like we were worried about the movie at all. We knew it was going to burn down all the box offices, so they're going to have to rebuild all the box offices.
Yep.
So this trailer only bolstered my faith that we're fucking back, boys.
Let's go.
Anyway, okay. So this is guess the best X-Men characters as ranked by ranker.com.
Oh shit, okay.
Guess the top 10 best X-Men characters as ranked by ranker.com.
All right. So this one's for my fiance right now, so she doesn't have a fucking conniption. Magneto.
Magneto's there, number 2.
That's fire.
Yes.
Okay, Phoenix.
Phoenix is there at number 8.
Ooh, whoa.
They tied Marvel Girl and Phoenix at number 8. So
and Marvel
it's
Girl Jean Grey, so that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Storm.
Storm is there at number 3.
Oh. All right. Wolverine.
Wolverine, obviously number 1 on the charts. Yeah.
Really?
He is this. I believe this is basically like the most popular X-Men.
Oh,
versus,
it's
you know
popular.
what I mean? Basically it's ranked as best X-Men characters, but I'm fairly certain it's just this one is like the popularity contest.
Okay.
You know
that
what I
makes
mean?
more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Rogue.
is number 6.
Okay, good. More girls on there. That's all I need to know. Okay. How about best, huh? Cable.
Cable is not on the top 10 list.
People are bugging. What? Why?
I know. I think he's top 15 though. Let me, if this isn't gonna absolutely. He's not top 15 either, which
That's
is wild
to me.
Yeah, Cable's
Interesting.
crazy. So
He is crazy. Okay.
and he's played by Thanos, which is
Josh
crazy.
Brolin, bro. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
right?
All right. I'm gonna say Cyclops.
Cyclops is number 7.
Ooh, okay.
Good guess.
All right. I would say Professor X.
Professor X rounding out at number 10
Woo.
with the
Wow.
X.
Is that? Oh. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, this is best. I feel
Yeah.
like if it's popularity, what about Gambit?
Gambit is there at number 5.
Wow. Okay.
So now
All right, so
you
what
need,
numbers do I have right now?
you have Wolverine at 1, Magneto at 2, Storm at 3. You have Rogue. You have Professor X, Phoenix.
Okay.
I think those are the ones you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe you need 9, 7, and 4.
4. Okay. Best. Okay, what about Beast?
Beast is not in the top 10, but he's in top 15.
That's a shame.
Yeah, Beast is shout out our boy. Quote Mr. Rogers today.
Okay, as far as popular, is Jubilee popular?
Not popular enough.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Deadpool is X-Men. Deadpool is X-Men. Technically.
So Deadpool.
Deadpool's not. Sorry, that was a Giggle X Axe.
Okay, I was about to
Yeah,
say.
no. Sorry, no. So Deadpool's not. He's top. I think he was 14 on the list.
Okay. Bishop?
Bishop is not on the list either.
Damn, what fuck?
I know.
That's crazy. Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler is number 4 on the
Oh, my
popularity
man.
charts, on the best charts.
Okay. So 92 more, right?
Yeah, 7 and 9, I believe. Unless you
Okay.
said 7, then I fucked up.
Mystique?
Mystique is not on there. I know.
That's a crime. What are people doing? Holy shit. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Emma Frost.
It is not Emma Frost.
I didn't think so. I did not think so. I just feel like
Only in Scott's eye would Emma Frost be in the top 10.
She said, "What the fuck?" Okay. Damn, best. And that's so like, it's like obviously like by a majority vote, like, of like
Yeah.
people that decided like, yeah, they're the best because
Exactly.
I think they're the best.
Yep.
Okay, how about Iceman?
Iceman is not top 10, but I
Yeah,
believe
I
he
didn't think
may
he
be
would be.
top 15.
I'm doing process of elimination here. So, uh, wow, best? I'm gonna keep saying that.
Iceman is number 11.
Wow, he just missed it.
Yeah.
What about Juggernaut?
Juggernaut, no, which is
Yeah,
surprising
that's again,
because
see?
he's the Juggernaut, bitch. Like, it's
He's the
great.
Juggernaut, bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
I think he'll rise in popularity once we see a live action Juggernaut again.
Probably.
Because Juggernaut in Deadpool is like fucking awesome, huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's huge.
I almost
So,
forgot when we was rewatching those movies and he came on the screen. I was like, "Oh shit! I forgot he was in this
yeah.
movie." Damn. I need 2 more.
Run down the list that you think you have so far, because I think I am not giving you one that you said, but I don't want to say just in case you said it.
Okay, so Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
Storm,
Mm-hmm.
Cyclops.
Yes. Okay, that was number 7. So I'm pretty sure that you said that. So you're
Yeah.
missing one.
Okay, so I'm just missing one. Okay.
So you got one. So it's Wolverine, Magneto, Storm, Nightcrawler, Rogue, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Professor X, and you also said Gambit, I believe, as well. And if you didn't say Gambit, then you get Gambit also, because I just.
No, I'm pretty
So
sure
that,
I said him at some
yeah, I
point.
think so too. So
Wanda's
you're
not
missing.
considered an X-Men. She's
No.
she's just a broken character that was.
But she is a mutant.
She technically, well, okay.
Yeah, not in the MCU, I don't think.
Yeah, no. So in the MCU, the way they have depicted her is she is like, I think they considered her as like a gifted
Yeah, they
something or
didn't
other.
want to say mutant, but they didn't own the rights to mutants when they brought in
They
Quicksilver.
used
and
a certain
Wanda.
word that I
Yeah.
forget at this point in time.
Yeah. But I believe Wanda is technically a mutant because she is the daughter of
Exactly. Yeah.
Magneto. So
Yeah.
and Magneto was born a mutant as well. So
Yeah. That's great. But yeah, so yeah,
Right,
that was super fun. I like that.
yeah. Oh, you got one more. Number 9.
It's not Morph, is it?
Is not Morph.
I didn't think so. Okay. That's a shame. Dab, 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 dab. All right. Can I get a hint?
This man is very big.
Oh, Colossus?
It is indeed Colossus. Congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. See, that was kind of challenging because I had to think of what people might really love.
Yeah.
Because it's all like subjective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because like
Yeah,
I like Colossus, but like he's not in my top 10.
Yeah, exactly. So Wolverine 1, Magneto 2, Storm 3, Nightcrawler 4, Gambit 5, Rogue 6, Cyclops 7, Marvel Girl / Phoenix 8. Number 9 is Colossus, and number 10 is Professor X. Then Iceman is number 11. This is like I'm lagging crazy just by scrolling this fucking page. Beast is number 12. Shadowcat is at 13.
Oh.
Because she's got a dragon, I guess. Deadpool's number 14, and then Psylocke is 15.
Yeah, see, Psylocke is definitely a favorite character for sure.
Yep. Well, that's all we got for today. But everybody that tuned in, thanks for tuning in. Gigalogics corrected me on his name because I keep saying Gigalogex as in Gigalobox, and I think that's exactly why I'm doing that. So I apologize. Or Megalobox. Is One X an X-Men? Because she's Magneto's kid. I said that. But he was featured in multiple movies. In Deadpool. Yes. So, but Magneto is not in the MCU, so they're just weird. They're just
I
they
I
are
hope I hope that through the events that happen and all the incursions and the inevitable world colliding
yeah.
event that's going to basically reset everything, I hope that once this reset happens, that by then, I'm saying I hope that Wanda is properly introduced to us and acknowledged as a mutant.
Yeah. You could do
Yeah.
like 3 down for Magneto.
That's Penta. Settle.
Maximum male
Settle.
models.
Uh,
Have you seen soft ground wrestling? Not to divert too far real fast. It's like the Ugandan wrestling thing, and it's a bunch of orphans, like actual orphans that are like super awesome. Chima went over there and wrestled with them, and then the maximum male models, Mansoor and Mace went over there to wrestle with them. I'll send you this stuff because it's inspiring. Not to divert too far. Um, So yeah, well, that's all the time we got for today. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for watching. Um, in the world of Incredibly, it's been a good fucking week. We are approaching 1,000 followers as we speak on the TikToks. I feel like Triple H at the press conference. This is like one of the best nights that we've ever had. Biggest box office, biggest gate we've ever had. Social media is we're just blowing record numbers every night.
randomly spits the water.
Yeah. So if you don't already, go follow us on the socials. Please like the live, share it with your friends if you enjoy this kind of content. We'll be back next week to give you our opinions and kind of reactions to episode 8 of Xmen 97, which we are so fucking excited for. This has been like probably well, I say this every time, but like the best TV we've seen in a while. But then I forget, like, yeah, well, we just watched Moz, which is like one of the best cartoons we've gotten in a hot minute,
but
and
this
Loki
takes the
too.
cake.
That's true.
This takes the fucking cake.
It does.
Dude.
It doesn't get
There's
better
nothing
than
that
this.
compares to X-Men 97 right
Yeah,
now.
it's too good until like
Until
they bring
X-Men
the
98.
Spider-Man John. Yeah, right.
Like
X-Men 98, Spider-Man 98, Iron Man, whatever one comes next. Who knows, man? But also for everybody here, we have homework. The homework is to watch the 2007 Ghost Rider film starring Nicolas Cage. Just the first one. You don't have to watch the second one. The second one doesn't exist. We don't talk about the second one. The second one's not good.
oh, but you
The second-
have to see it then.
Eventually, yes.
Maybe
but
not as this assignment, but
yes. The homework for this weekend is Ghost Rider. So you got until next Wednesday, and then we're gonna have a book report due for
book report.
everybody. Everybody's got to watch it and report back on how much they liked Ghost Rider, because it's a good movie. Prime Nicolas Cage in like a weird westernish kind of thing. So he plays a great Johnny Blaze. And I remember from what I remember as a kid, it was a lot of fun to watch. So because he's kind of like an Evil Knievel kind of stunt guy. So it'll be good. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him do a live action cameo in Deadpool versus his CGI cameo that happened in the movie that shall not be named. So yeah, Uchi, got anything to plug?
Just us really. I mean, I know you already did, but like just to emphasize, like we are 7 more subscribers away from hitting 100 here on YouTube, which is super sick. TikTok's blowing up.
Yes, sir.
So like we're definitely on the up and up. So definitely appreciate you guys, all the support.
Thank you.
Continue to support just by liking this, by liking all our content, watching our videos, interacting with our videos. Like when are we getting merch, Bert? Oh shit. Well,
yo, I'll design some merch right now if you want. I'll throw it up on Teespring.
You know the funny thing is, okay, we have to talk about that out of stream, because it was something that I actually like. I was like, I mean, it would be very easy, and I've always like wanted to try doing the built-in feature that like YouTube has now.
Do we need
offered,
to hit a threshold for
That's
that?
the thing. I don't know because like I could on my channels, but I don't know about Incredibly yet.
Yeah, because I
but-
know I've seen that you post like your Amazon affiliate links and stuff too.
Yeah, which no one clicks on, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, it's okay. But Bert, thanks for being here.
Yeah, man.
But merch soon, absolutely. I have ideas because one of my favorite things I love doing is like making things look like other things. So, example, like making logos. Like take like I don't know, like Budweiser or whatever, and then
Oh, well,
making it
yeah.
say like incredibly or whatever. I was like, well, that would be so easy if we just did like Xmen 97, but it's just incredibly instead of Xmen 97.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude,
how fucking
like,
easy is that? And then just throw it on a
like-
shirt.
That is the easiest shit. Of course,
Yeah.
that's like what people love.
Yeah,
I don't know what the
so-
phrase is, but yeah, that.
Yeah, parody, I guess.
Oh yeah,
So,
parodies. Parody
So,
shirts.
We'll
Parody
cook
merch.
something up. We'll talk about it. Expect it soon, so we can start making money. No, so we can spread the word of Incredibly Dull for your friends and family. So,
No, seriously, guys, we want to do this full time. So like, we're gonna keep it a buck. We need those bucks eventually. But we are very happy that you guys are giving us the time of day.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, it feels good and it's fun. So
Dude.
I like, and also let us know what you guys want us to chat about and games. Like as far
Yes.
as like,
please.
yeah, because
Like if you were here and you liked us doing the ranker thing, there's so many more rankings to go through. Like there's an MCU. I have wrote another one down. Best MCU movies ranking just to go through. But then
Guys.
also like any other movies
like
or whatever.
I'm on our TikTok right now. So we're at 689 followers. I feel like the other day when I looked at this, like we were like at 2 something.
It has been, when did I post that? 3 days ago. I posted that shit 3 days ago.
This recent clip of me getting the Ghost Rider question wrong almost has 500,000 views. Almost.
We're gonna wake up in the morning and it's gonna be over 500,000. My prediction is that it's gonna hit 1 million by the end of the week, by Saturday.
Hey, I welcome it.
I'm putting it out there.
I welcome it. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. As always, I can never say it enough. I've been doing this for so many years that like whenever I see an uptick, and even when I don't really see an uptick, I always shout out the people that are here, you know, because you guys definitely matter a lot. Because y'all are the ones that are helping us even get any sort of fucking notice or recognition.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so yes, to wrap up, everybody watch Ghost Rider so we can bring it up next week. Have a little redemption arc for myself, I suppose.
We will. And then we'll do Punisher next.
Yeah, that'd
so
be
we can
cool.
actually watch it. Yeah.
And then come up with whatever types of guessing games or something superhero related that you'd want us to do. Crystal had already said that she was on board with helping us out with
Awesome.
with being like a part of like the game master or whatever you
Please,
guys
yeah.
talked about. So like we're gonna have more hands on deck, which is fun. And I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to spoil no surprises.
Fair enough.
But yeah, and then also my reactions because I wake up at 6 a.m.
Yes.
every fucking Wednesday, and I essentially like kill myself to put these out, and then I work all day, and then I come and do incredibly for y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out my reactions to Xmen 97
Please.
every week on my channel, please. I would appreciate that.
Do you do caffeine? Are you a caffeine guy?
No, I don't even drink coffee, bro. Like I go in raw.
Uchi, you're insane.
Yo, I'm telling you. I
You've
wake
always-
up, brush my teeth, wash my face, sit down, Xmen.
You've
No
always had the
breakfast,
most
nothing.
insane energy levels of anybody I've ever met.
I don't
It's a
think,
good thing. It's a good
I don't
thing.
even know if it's energy. It's just raw passion and determination in wanting to do this full time. That's literally what it is. Like it's
Drive.
it's a drive. Exactly.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. That's The Rock. Shout out.
Yes, man. That's what I thought you were going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Raw
the morning
dog and the-
reactions. Oh, let me pause. I'm gonna take
Berto.
that back.
Berto, go watch go watch, and you can tell.
Oh yeah, no. Like seriously, guys, like I am. You can tell in my voice, like I'm nasally right now. I got this allergy season's kicking my ass. Freaking, I didn't even put no eye drops. I didn't take any medication before I watched that reaction. So I'm going in, fucking bloodshot eyes. I'm all like, guys, good morning, X-Men. Here we go.
It's funny because you can watch yourself wake up over the course of the episode. Like you're
Yes.
like wide awake by the end.
By the end, yeah, because of course they're going crazy.
You get that adrenaline pumping.
Yeah.
I think that could be fun.
Oh yeah.
For you to react to the Ghost Rider trailer.
Oh, sure.
As a follow-up to the saga.
Yo, hey man, we're telling a story here.
Right. Well, one day we got to finish the story too. So,
see,
finish the. What? Yeah.
I didn't want to take it there.
No, it's okay.
And you picked it up.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So hopefully by this weekend we may, because not to get back on the socials, but we've literally doubled our tripled of our follower count on TikTok. Through one TikTok. So all it takes is one, right? All it takes is one. And so if we get to 1,000, then we can dual stream on here and on TikTok, which means then I'll have to finally upgrade my PC, which I've been putting off for so long because it works for what we do right now, which is literally just run OBS. That's it. Like that's it. So yeah. I use both PCs I do all the processing on one, and then I stream through this. So we'll see. We will see. So if you haven't already, go follow us on TikTok. Please go like the video. Thank God Cody doesn't have a hand gesture. You know how annoying that shit would be? Anyway, we'll catch you guys next week. He's going to get one eventually. It'll be like an L. Cody Crybaby is just to hold up a C or some shit.
They go like this.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody, have a good night. We will catch you all next weekend. Bye-bye.
See ya.